Alright, in today's video we'll be going over the AH-94. It will be kind of the same video as the F-45. Since it doesn't have a campaign, I'll just be going through how to fly it, how to start it up, the weapons, some of the weapons at least, and yeah, how to use them. Now, with the helicopter, AH-94, you have to equip the radar if you want to use a radar, and there are two options for guns. You have a 20mm 3-cannon rotary gun and a 1-barrel 30mm gun, which I'm going to use this one. Now with both of them, they will be locked forwards at a certain speed, which I'll show later. And now the weapons that are on this plane are pretty much the same as all the other planes, except for the AIM-92. It is a heat-seeking missile, although it's not that well. Alright, now we are in the cockpit of the AH-94. Now, first off, I'm going to close off the door so it's not as loud. Now start up, main battery to our right, APU just above it. Let that spool up, and as we do, I'm going to turn on all of the screens. This one you have to hit the power button. The others are just knobs that you turn. Going to turn off the rotor brake and switch this to idle. Left engine start, and you'll see engine left will start to spool up. Once it gets past the yellow and into the green, we'll start the second engine, and you have to turn off the rotor brake so that the blades can start spinning once it gets into the green. There we go. And we'll start the right engine, and as that starts spinning, we'll get our cams up. Lights down between your legs, your nav, strobe, landing, instrument, and interior. If you're playing by yourself, you can hit switch seat to switch seats. It is a little different. Get to that later. And once the engines are spooled up, you can put it forward to flight. And once rotor gets into the green, you're good to go. Make sure torque doesn't exceed into the yellow or red. That's not good. The screen, other than the screen, we have the same things down here for the left and right engine. We have this one. There are two needles. The big one's the left engine, the right one's the right engine. No, the small one is the right engine. You have your torque right here and your rotor speed right there. What else is there? Now, on this is called a collective. On the collective, there are two that you can grab. This one is for flight. This one is for using your weapons in combat and all that. Right here you have your comms, volume, all that. Switch screens, clear waypoint on your map. Stats, that's what I'm on. Autopilot, and your fuel. I'm gonna turn that off. You have your jettisons and your music right here. You have your parking brake, your rotor fold, and your landing gear. Change your seat, brightness, power. Make sure you turn that on so you can see. Put this down. Now I'm going to grab the bottom one, and if you use your joystick, if you look at the box right there, if you move it left and right, you can like pretty much trim the aircraft as you would in a plane. But if you grab this one and move the joystick on that one, you can do the same thing. You can trim the aircraft how you want it. But to take off, we're going to grab this bottom one and pull it up slowly. Gear up. Now, flying a helicopter is a little difficult. Can be a little difficult. It'll take some getting used to. This isn't my first time flying it, and I'm not the best by any means. But other than that, we can use this one. You can hit Y to switch between the screens. Actually, we'll go ahead and hit Y to go hover. We'll just stay at this altitude. And for radar, you have two modes. You have a, well, first off, hit power. You have a ground mode, which will show you the ground and everything like that, show you obstacles. Right now, you can see the mountain, but it is where you set the elevation. You can move it up, so you can check above you if you need, move it down if you need, keep it at -7, or you can switch to air, which is what is most common. You can use that in your air. And yeah, go home. We go to TADS, power. It is the same thing like in the F-35. You can look through your aircraft. You can hit head, and you can look through your aircraft. Mode, head, target. Yeah. Sensitivity, day, night, and regular. You can use this, and if we hit, turn this off, hit arm right here, we can control the guns. Right now we're on the mounted Gimbled Gun. You can see we're shooting. Move it like this, or hit head and shoot this way. Now, if you are using it like this, if you, instead of it like on aircrafts where you have to use your right thumbstick to control it, you have to use your left thumbstick while using the combat joystick to move it, and your right trigger to fire. Then, if you are, if you have the camera on your head, you can use the left joystick pushing it. You can push it up or right to zoom in, and down or left to zoom out. Pretty cool. Move that forward. We're going to switch over to flight control. And first off, we're going to start with the AIM-92. First off, we're going to find the enemy, wherever he is. Alright, now you can see there's an enemy right there. Now the AIM-92 isn't the best gun. It is easily defendable. Gotta aim at it, hold trigger, and press B to fire. It will fire flares and easily dodge it. That's why it's not the best weapon, but it is your only weapon against air, other than maybe your gun. Next up, we have the optical fire and forget. So if we go ahead, hover, we'll switch over to the TADS, use that. So if we go over here, zoom in, let's go with boats. We are out of range, so we go do that. Alright, now that we finished slowing down, we can now fire our fire and forget missiles. Right now you can just aim and fire, switch to the next one, aim and fire, next, aim and fire, and aim and fire. And it's just regular fire and forget missile, so it will go and destroy targets. Simple. Next up, we have just hydras. It's the same as planes, just little rockets that you can fire. Nothing too special. Too high. Still too high. Oh, and now, as I said, I'm not the best pilot, so I did unfortunately crash, but other than that, we will go ahead and check out the other seat. Alright, so now that we're in here, it's pretty much the same thing, just a little different. You have your landing gear right here. Right here you have your speed control for your rotors. Use power to turn on your HUD. Power all the screens like everything else, just like back there. This is where you can arm and safe. And now up here, you use this stick to control the flight. Use these two sticks to control the flight, and use these two to control the to control the weapons and everything like that. Go radar, power. This one will go TADS. So switch to the gimbal, switch to this screen, and aim. And you aim with the left one, and you can zoom in with the right joystick, just like on the back. And yeah, you hit Y to switch screens, B to switch guns, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too special. Clear waypoint if you have a waypoint at. See, if we switch to here, we can move it and zoom in just like the other. Let's go GPS send. Yeah. So that's how you use the helicopter. Get your interior lights here. But other than that, that's how you use it. And yeah, I'm back from vacation, so I'll be able to upload more regularly. So should be making a video for this Saturday, so I should have that done soon. But other than that, see ya.